Oh, a musical one for you tonight. There will be notes. I'm eating my porridge, and so I just thought, time to tell a story. Look at that. Amazing. Someone asked me to do it. Oh, they asked me as if I was some sort of internet phenomena. Come tapping on my digital door. Excuse me, we're making a video. Are you available? Is Mr. Dangerfield available? Cleaning machine. This isn't just in my head. You want the road cleaned? Start a fucking video. Adds to it though. It's like we're in some kind of Death Star launch pad area. In many ways, I'm in a place like that most of the time. Anyway, I'm going to cut to the chase. I thought I'd tell you about some history starting off at the Black Death. Not many people know the songs from the Black Death era. I think one of the most famous ones, one that stood the test of time, it's oh, the old Black Death, he comes to town, roll out the coffins, which was sung throughout Europe. And at that point, you'd get the wife who still tending to stay indoors. The men all died out first because they were among people looking for work and food and songs. And then so they'd be like, and then the wife goes, oh, come home, my pretty boy, come home. And then you'd have like the chorus, and that's everyone sitting around with their beer jugs, and they'd just bang on the table and go, oh, Black Death is gotta go. And then that note's hold, go, tss, 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 yeah, like cymbal, ride cymbal, tss, tss. And then I'm thinking the wickedest prog rock solo you ever heard. I mean, this is a keyboard, double keyboard. It's got the old swerve at the end. So he just goes, oh. In the coffins back home. So that was pretty much the only recording made. That was at the bubonic plague studios of Fitzrovia. I mean, it's weird how these are all tradistories. Yeah, it's like true news round here. I tell you about the traditional histories. Yeah, not easy to make a professional commercial recording during the plague years. You know, the Marquis de Sade, he whipped a prostitute, and they sent him to prison, which was weird for whipping prostitutes in those days. I mean, everyone was at it, really. Only a few years before that, if you didn't whip a prostitute, you got sent to prison. What a change, isn't it weird how just something can come along and culture can take an entirely different tangent. Anyway, while the Marquis de Sade, he was a marquis, that's aristocracy, not very high up, but higher than me and you, probably, for sure. Probably socially higher than me and you. Us as a group. They'd save that spastic little Prince William before all of us. Let's assume 2,000 people watch this, all of us. They would really protect him again. We'd be like fodder. That's to get off. It's one way of looking at it. Yeah, I mean, you're all right though. I ate about half of this before I started. Anyway, have I mentioned it? I did, didn't I? Rubbish. Look at that. My mate saw it. He likes shit. He likes shit though, and he went, look at that, and he touched it on the screen. He went, look at that, just sort of rubbed over it. He went, you can't pay someone to be that shit. He said you could never get someone to create something that poor. He said you effortlessly do it. Yeah, that was the song of, and of course, the Pagans, well-known English gang. And, I mean, where do you think those rocks came from? I mean, they look good, let's be honest. I mean, we're lucky because we've got that nice rugged, weathered look to them. But in those days, they almost certainly would have painted them. Probably white, probably a bit of nutshell or something. And you can imagine, all that started peeling and that. And they'd be looking up and I've got to fix that fucking triad. Never got it done. And that created mould between the paint and the stone. And wiped all of the pagans out, and all we've got left from them is Stonehenge and a song, and it goes like this. Oh, where do you get those stones from, my love? And then the women will come in and go, Portugal, darling. Oh, where do you get those stones, my love? They're from Portugal. Which I think tells you a little bit about the history that you may not have been aware of. Christopher Columbus was Portuguese, actually. I remember being quite annoyed as a kid. That's it. Oh, dropping in stand-up chops. It's not fair, is it? It's not fair for me. I almost selected a day then, but a fear of getting it wrong, I'm not going to risk it. But midweek freestyle, innit? Midweek disposable content. Take it or leave it. I had a mate who used to work for a company called... Anyway, I was angry as a kid. That's it. Get out! When I found out that other kids had my name, and I'm talking my Christian name. There was no other Chris's about, not even in my street. Oh, King Baby, King Toddler, perusing my manor, checking the road up and down, keeping an eye on everyone. They used to throw me through little windows. If people got locked out, they'd come over. It was weird. My mum was like, yeah, of course you can. I'd be like, hey, what's happening? Then I'd just be sent round somewhere with the whole street looking and a ladder up to terrifying shit me up heights. Traumatised me. And I thought, as if you can go, no, I can't do it. The whole road's going to go wanker. They're depending on you. I don't know why I got selected. I was quite good at climbing and that. Didn't mean I wanted to go 2,000 foot up like the last one. I remember I got halfway up that ladder and I've turned around and I've gone, oh, let me down, my worker boys, a ladder's life for me. Yeah, and then they've thrown me through these little windows. The best bit was going in there, bouncing on the bed and having a look around and going, yeah. And that job is called being a penis monkey. It's one of the men that kept me in his room for a while, showed me his comics. There was a World Dodge geezer down the road that showed me his comics. He was an alcoholic. He dressed up like Elvis. No, like the Fonz. But he was like about 60. His face looked like an unmade bed, like a chamois leather that had been left out in the sun. Hideous. Black glasses, like real. Not sure. All you know that. See. And weird bloke, and you'd see him leave for the pub in the morning, and he'd just be looking forward, like. And then at closing time, he'd just be walking home, just trying to keep his back straight and all that. And once my mate was going to him, oi, pub shut. We were only about 5. He went, no, maybe about 10. He went, oi, pub shut. And the bloke sort of turned round and we just sort of pretended we didn't say anything because we were still scared of older people in those days. He didn't just sit there and go, you can't hurt me, I'll tell the police. You can't hurt me, my dad can kill you, he's allowed to. And then as he walked off, my mate's gone, oi, pub shut. He's sprinted for us. He went out of his mad, pissed haze and he just went, started running. And of course, the only way we got free from that little attack was to turn around and together, you can't chase me, you're a barman tonight. Did you hear that little exhale there? Gross, man. I went tonight. I don't want people to do that. I don't want people doing that. If I was with someone they'd done that, I'd be like, whoo. And then I'd start asking them if they'd do that in front of a nice girl or their girlfriend. Separated those two. Story of my life is my mates' girlfriends don't like me. Oh, we know what that means. Always happens. When I go, you got a clue that I seen a cry through. Yeah, oh yeah, bye.